Hey guys, happy second year of me annoying you all. Yeah, if I had time to edit things and knew how to edit things, I would put a weird like, yay, right there. That's exactly what I would do. But I don't. It's the day before still, and doing this incredibly last minute. Because, why not? I've been wanting to do this for a while, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making this video, and I'm going to be making separate videos for every person in groups in order of, like, when I became friends with you. So look forward to that. I have no time schedule at all for it. It could either be the next day, this week, or the day before I leave. So who knows? It'll be fun though. This video is going to be about, this year. I'm going to be doing this at the end of this semester, but then I realized, wait a second, I'm a senior. I'm like 1 year ahead of you, but like the same age as all of you. So I can give you all some tips and tricks about how to not die, because this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna give you guys suggestions for your senior year, as well as how to basically spend the rest of this year. And in a way that makes it that your senior year can be as least stressful, but as most beneficial as it possibly can be. And I won't be there, so I can't see if you do this or not. But, you know. So that's cool. Okay. I'm gonna have to trim this down a little bit. Haha, we're gonna do that. Okay. So, first thing. Yeah. Okay. First thing. If you have any classes that you don't think will be important and you don't think will be good to keep, and you don't think you're going to be pursuing anything in that, it's not going to be important at all, don't do it. Just don't. Right? So, Lucas and Angela, who take, you guys are in Chinese with me right now. Honestly, with how the class is going and what I know about what's going on, I would kind of have to recommend not taking it this upcoming year, as it's another AP class. Once you're a senior, you don't even really need to take more AP classes. So, there's no... I understand now for a lot of you that you're going to be like, oh, wait, but I gotta take AP Gov, though. Not AP Gov, but, like, AP World. It's like, but I gotta take AP World. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't. Okay? I know it's like, it'll be fun class probably, and you'll probably be like, oh, cool, I had fun in it. And it's true. But guess what? No. No. Because guess what? There's so much stuff you can do in your senior year and also AP World doesn't fulfill a government or economic slot. That means that AP World is an elective. It literally does not fulfill any requirements. So, I honestly recommend you do it. Other things I recommend, take your economics and or poli-sci classes through COC over the summer. You can do it online. Just do it. I mean, it's so easy. Especially online. I did my government class online. It was so easy. I had to do nothing. I did nothing and I just got an A. It was easy. You have to like write like a couple papers, but they're like super easy. Also sorry for like moving around and like shaking, I guess, possibly. It's cold because rain, and winter is still because it's winter and it's cold now because California's like, oh wait, it's winter? Oh wait, and then it just is like, I'm keeping all of these in. Okay. So you want to do that. But keep those classes if you have any classes you still need to do. Okay? So let's say you still have to do a health class. Do that over the summer, and since you're already taking that one, get rid of poli-sci or economics while you're there. Just get some of them down. It's so easy. Just talk to the counselor. They'll basically take care of all for you. Tell you exactly what to do. Super easy. You want to do that so that your senior year is like the least amount of classes as possible. You don't want to be like me and have a 12-hour workday on your last year of high school before college or before whatever. You don't want to follow in my footsteps. Don't do it. I highly do not recommend it. Keaton, I recommend just stay in engineering if you're going to go into engineering. If you're not, I don't know. Because engineering in that class, it's literally just, you can do homework in that class. So, that's what I recommend do. If you still are like interested in engineering, doing all that kind of stuff, stay in the class. If not, if you just think it might be better for studying or whatever, then either leave or stay and study in class if you want like a more in-class setting for all that kind of stuff. And the teacher's super cool too, so your choice with that. Niall, no, do not take AP Gov. Do not take AP World. Do not take any of those. I honestly don't even recommend taking AP Lit. There's no reason to take an AP class on your last year. It helps you not at all. It doesn't. It does not help you. Unless it's like super easy AP class. Like AP Computer Science. Principles. Java is different. Java is actually coding. Principles is stupid. So don't you dare not. Don't you dare. I'm keeping my eyes, both of them, on you. Don't you dare. Actually take it easy, Free. Just stop. Just stop and just do whatever, okay? Don't do that. Danny, I don't know too much about your work schedule, so, just do some of your extra classes over the summer. That's it. Now, here's something that's super important. The SAT. Do it. Do it as soon as you possibly can. If you don't like your score, do it again. I honestly would have preferred if instead of doing the PSAT again, do the SAT. I know it's scarier. It's not. It's literally just a test. It's like, and it's easy. It's not easy. I didn't get like the best scores ever. I did not. But it's not the like kind of test that everyone makes it out to be. It's not that. It's all just algebra, some geometry. I'm surprised by how much geometry there was in it. And the English test is just every single English year we've ever had, ever, in our entire lives. So, do the SAT as soon as possible. Talk to your, go online, go to the college website. If you don't have an account there because you've never taken an AP class, sign up on the college board thing, sign in, and find out when the next test is, register for it, and I can give you all like a study book that has like 8 real SAT in it. Study together for it. It'll make it so much better to for everything to stick in. It'll help a lot. At least I think it will. Don't spend too much time focusing on formulas. Formulas do nothing on the SAT. There's barely any formulas in there that you can actually remember easily. All it is basically just like, here's a graph. How do you do the thing with the graph? So, look in the review book that I'm going to give you all at some point. And just look through everything. Figure out the math problems. I'd say spend the most time on the math problems unless you think you got the math down. Then focus more on the English problems, or if you have both of those down, review both of them. I recommend just making a separate Discord for it all. So, that's what I recommend. Oh, and also, there's a writing SAT and the essay, SAT with essay. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. None of the colleges that I'm going to need one at all. But but don't worry, it counts just like a normal SAT. It's just normal SAT, but you spend an extra 30 minutes on essay. That's it, or extra 40 minutes. So do it. I don't know, but you don't know whether or not you should do it. then I recommend, I guess, it depends on what you want to do. If you know that you're going to be going to a college, then do it. Like Angela, I'd recommend you do it. Keaton, I would recommend you do it. I'll do it if you want. Um, it all depends on what you think you want to do, and if you think what kind of college you want to go to. If you're going to be going to a state college like CSUN or San Jose or Long Beach, something like that, you don't need one. The writing section means nothing. If you're going to be going to somewhere else like Berkeley or something else, it's like or higher prestige and stuff, then do the writing one. Or even if you're going to be going to like a Cal Poly, I think they might require one. Look at some of the colleges that you might be thinking about and see if they have a writing requirement. You might just want to do it just in case kind of thing. And the next thing, if you don't think you did well, sign up for the next one. Just do it. You don't want to be like me and be like, oh, I'm just gonna take it in the summer. Because it was just like in my junior year, I was like, man, I want to play D&D. I don't want to do the SAT. That didn't rhyme, but it kind of sounded like it did. And so I didn't. And then I waited until it finally came over to summer, and I was like, oh wait, it's summer now. I should do that. Until I took it in June. My scores were really not the best, and it took 5 weeks for them to come in. If you do them in the first semester, they give them back to you in like 2 weeks. So do it. Just do it as soon as possible, and do it as many times as you can. It only costs $30 to do it. And considering the PSAT is like 20, and it's like that's kind of like the reason why you take the PSAT. But I think it's just a scam because it's just like there's so much just like stuff you can do to prepare yourself for the SAT, and you can take as many times as you want. So then what is even the point of practicing that way for it? And I know that it's like, oh, but if you do super good on the PSAT, then good things can happen, and it's like, oh, cool, but most likely it doesn't matter. You might, and if you did well on the PSAT, then it's like, oh, cool, then I didn't need to take this. I could have just taken the SAT. So now you're paying like $50 or however much for the SAT instead. But yeah, that's what you have to do with the SAT. You gotta do it as soon as possible and do it multiple times unless you're super happy with your score. So that's what I recommend doing. That's just my opinion, I guess, but I highly recommend just, getting it out of the way as soon as possible. Okay, next thing. If you haven't already started doing D&D stuff, like online part of your driver's ed to get your learner's permit, do it. Do it right now. You're going to want to get that out of the way as soon as possible. You don't want to graduate, like in the senior and not be able to drive yet. And it's like, because guess what? Guess who's not going to be able to do that? Oh yeah, let's go. So I'm so prepared. I mean, just like, as a senior, so prepared for life. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I need to look at the camera. Do that. So you gotta get that out of the way. It's incredibly important to learn to drive, and the online part, although it's going to look annoying, and a lot of it's just gonna be like, well, yeah, duh, I've been in a car before. It's just like, you gotta do it. Also, when you're doing it, don't care about the hours part. The hours part literally does not matter. Just read it all, do the tests or whatever at the end, keep doing it all, finish the sections. Then, for the rest of the hours, leave it on your computer and go to sleep. And then you're done. Leave it on while you're at school, and then bam, you did it. You did driver's ed. Congrats. Some have like a weird protection thing that only allow you to put 3 hours in a day. That's stupid, but I know that it exists. The one that I have doesn't do that. It says yours doesn't, you can't do that. But, I mean, honestly, just then, like, you get home or whatever, or like you're gonna go to school, then just lead on, and then you're done with hours. You don't need to deal with it anymore. You just get that out of the way. Get that writing part, get all that like online stuff out of the way this semester or the summer, so you can focus on driving later on, just so that you can just actually do all that kind of stuff. It's very important. Next, okay. Now here's the reason why I'm highly recommending and just leave your schedule as open as possible. Oh, now is there? If you really want to, and you're like, oh my god, I got it. Then stay in that day. If you gotta do it, and you're like, man, I've been in there every year, I gotta be in there again, then do it. If not, then, and you feel like it might be better to not, then do it. Remember, like, it's weird to think about, but a lot of the things that are, like, happening in high school, like once you start signing up for colleges and stuff, you'll figure out that, one, you did more than enough, probably, or you did, it's like, oh, you're asking for way more than I did. It's like a mix of those feelings when you're going in. So, this leads into finally the next point. Wow, whoa. And the reason why I want you guys' schedules to be open so much, you guys have to get a job your senior year. Like, do it. You have to. You gotta. A lot of colleges, a lot of workplaces, a lot of everything requires you to already have work experience. Or expect you to, at least. And if you don't, then it's just like, oh man, well, I guess they're not qualified. And it's like, well, okay. You have to get a job. And also the feeling of just, wow, I did a thing like class or whatever. But one, it was easier, probably, maybe. More fun, maybe questionable. But you got money. So it's worth it. At least for now. Just getting like some minimum wage kind of thing. I recommend Trader Joe's because you can set their days however you want your schedule. So now if you're still gonna be doing ACTEC, then you can be like, okay, Trader Joe's, I wanna apply. I wanna have my work days be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And they're like, okay, there we go. And then like, what times? And it's like, oh well, from around like 3 to like 8, 3 to 8. And they're like, okay, cool. And I'm like, alright, we'll put in your application and everything. It's okay, cool. I recommend so highly getting a job right now. Because so many things just require you to have one. And also, it's just kind of like a good thing to have going out of high school. That like experience of like working, making money, and doing all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to figure that out later. And you don't have to figure out how to work in a work environment during college or something like that. Right? You get to figure all that stuff out now, and it doesn't matter as much. That's what I reckon. And that kind of goes with the car thing. If you have a car and you know how to drive already, then you can just drive to your job and it's done. If not, you can take bus, and then easy. But that only works for so long. Eventually, unless you just want to stay in San Francisco forever, you're going to have to drive. Unless you move to San Francisco or New York, where they have great public transportation and you just kind of go anywhere. Or maybe you're moving to another country where you can have just a bike and you can get everywhere super safe and easily. If not, then a car is your best bet, even though driving is scary. Driving is stupid and I don't want to do it. I don't want to drive. I don't want to do that. But I got to do it. I'm telling you guys, you gotta do it too. And I know that this like whole video seems like a lecture and whatever. And it's like, wow, happy 2-year anniversary. I'll just annoy you guys with some like facts and stuff you have to do and like get you all stressed out your lives. But what I'm trying to do is just like I'm trying to like prepare you guys in a way that I couldn't prepare myself for because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no kind of guidance at all, and counselors don't really do much in that kind of respect. So I want to help you guys as much as I possibly can. and this is the best way I know how to. Um, don't really know a better way than this. Um, like, you know, just giving you guys some advice on how to go about this year, like 2019, and basically as a whole. Um, I guess for some other random advice, if you get college letters in your in your mail or email to you, look at them. And if they give you a thing where it's like you can apply for free, then you might as well. Well, only if it's in a place that you want and it has the major that you want. Do some research first. I don't recommend you do this if you don't know exactly where to go. Look into your colleges when you're going into them. Take online tours. Look around. If you can, try to schedule a real tour and look at it in person. It's too far away and you can't do that, then just take the online tour. Make sure you're acquainted with campus and it works. And some campuses, some colleges allow you to fly out there that year for free. Some colleges do that, like Grand Canyon University does that. If you're in the engineering program, so Keaton, you can do that if you want. There's a lot of options with colleges, and if you're going to do it, then make sure that make sure that it's a cool place and you'll actually enjoy being there for 4 years. 2, make sure that you're actually going to be making money, because it doesn't matter how fun the place is, if you're not making money afterwards, then it's not worth it. No. The debt thing with college, you're not going to avoid. It's impossible. At this point, college debt is already so high in everyone. It's going to happen if you're going to go to college. But if you don't go to college, you can't make enough money to pay off other debt. So it's a weird thing. Although, the weird thing about student debt is that if you declare bankruptcy, it doesn't go away. If you die, that debt goes to your children. So, that's fun, just because student debt has to be the worst, the most crippling of all debts ever. But, if you're learning, that means you must be smart, and so then you can pay things, I guess, because only smart people have money, I think. Or only people who have money are smart, I guess, is what I was trying to say. I said it wrong. That's okay. You got it. Got what I was trying to say. I'm gonna have to cut so much out of this. Or not. Yeah, just send this whole thing as it is and just have you suffer with me. It'll be fun. Just talk to a camera for 30 minutes. I've never done this before, but whatever. But yeah, that's what I recommend. That's what I recommend all you guys do. It's going to be an annoying process to have to, for this next couple while, this whole area is going to be a little annoying, because it's just going to be colleges, stop talking to me. I already know what colleges I'm going to. But there's also the feeling, but wait, what if this college right there is the perfect college for me? I didn't know it. That's what it was for University of Pacific. It was one of the colleges where I got a letter from them. I don't care. And then I look at it again, I'm like, I mean, it's in the Bay Area, I want to be there. But it's in Stockton. It was just I was like, we're checking it out. We already booked a tour, and I was like, I don't want to go there. It's my least pick. I don't want to go there at all. And then we go there, and then that's my topic. So you never know with any of these colleges. And with the next while, it's just you never know who you're gonna meet at these jobs or college in general or whatever you're gonna be doing. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never gonna know if this new city you just moved into is gonna be your favorite city forever. You never know. So I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, do things, I guess. Get a job. Get one of those. Those are important. Those are really important. Colleges like them, other job places like them, hire well. It's good to have that whole kind of thing on you already. And if you don't want to work at Trader Joe's, work at Best Buy. or work at Albertsons. It depends on where you live for Six Flags. Six Flags, when we working there, you have to drive. It's too far to take the bus. If you're working at Albertsons, Trader Joe's, any of that kind of stuff, just take the bus. It's super fast, super easy. Just do that. You can even look at Petco. It's super close. Sorry, I've been looking at the camera again. But yeah, that's what I recommend you all do. And now that the whole giant lecture is over now. Woo! Yay! Woo! So I'm gonna go into the other part now, which is just like, thank you part, I guess. I don't know. When I first going into the group, I was in a horrible place, like a really bad place, like a super duper duper bad place. I was in like the worst place ever that I've ever been in, and have ever been in since. I felt incredibly alone. I would talk to friends, and they'd be busy or whatever, or they would talk to me. I'd try to talk to them, and just kind of like walk away as I'm talking to them. Like, oh, okay, wow. That happened a couple times. I was in a very depressed state. Then I was kind of just pushed into the whole group, and not all of you were happy about it. I know a lot of you that were not happy about it. I mean, like, maybe not a lot of you, but some of you were just like, who are you? Lucas, this is before you joined, but I come in, and everyone's just like, hi. I was like, hello. Oh, and by the way, if you can remember my old outfit style? Now I wear like jeans and like this and stuff, and don't have hair that goes to here. But back in the day, I had hair that would go all the way down, and I would have even more of a bowl cut. Wow. And I would wear the gym shorts, either gym shorts or sweats if it was cold. And then I would wear either a polo shirt or just a normal t-shirt or just a jacket or whatever. I did not care at all. That's what I used to look like. For you, Lucas, because you didn't know. I also still have that jean jacket, right? And I would wear the jean jacket, the t-shirt, and then gym shorts. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? And I've never worn shorts ever again, unless I'm at home and I don't care. But after meeting you all and interacting with you all, it's basically that whole kind of bad thing completely went away. Eventually it took a while. But you guys kind of like really helped me out a lot in that whole aspect over time, and just wanted to thank you all with that. And to do that, I lectured you all for an hour about how to live your lives, because I guess I assumed that you don't know how to do it. I don't know if I'm right, probably not, but whatever. You can either take the advice or not do it. I don't know, it's entirely your choice, it's your life. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing. Happy second year of me being here. So that's cool. What do I say to end this? How do I end this? Okay, I have one more super important thing to say. And that is... by the way, the order of videos coming out, or that you guys will be getting, is... because, it's an order of how, when I became friends with you all. So, got Angela, Niall, Keaton, Lucas, and then Danny. I think I'll probably make one for Ryan too at some point. So wait this year, but I think it'll be after I did all this, or in the middle of something. Because Ryan's, kind of like the first friend I ever met. It's August, because I knew no one here at all. So, I just want to be like, hey man, you're cool, because he's a cool person. And the next time when he comes over to the spot, he wears sunglasses and whatever, say hi to him. Say hi. And talk to him for a second. Because he just feels like, oh man, they don't want me here at all, I'm just going to keep going. And it's like, he's like, I don't want to interrupt the conversation or whatever. Talk to him for a second. Say like, hey, and he's like, hey. Just tell him a joke. Or say something completely out of context. It's like, I don't know. He's a cool person. And you guys are also cool people. So, keep being cool, people. Yeah, that's a way to end this. That's an ending, right? Maybe? Oh, I've only been talking for 31 minutes. I just was able to actually check the thing. That's not too long, I think. It's not long. That's very long. I'm sorry. Okay, goodbye.